It's the weekly drive, and voted by you, the viewers, we've got Outlaw's custom Peterbilt in American Truck Simulator.
Junior, Senior.
G'day YouTubers, it's Senior here from Junior Senior Gaming, and today it's the weekly drive, and voted by you, the viewers, we've got Outlaw's custom Peterbilt in American Truck Simulator. Now this is the very first week of Season 4. So, Season 4 being the last season for 2018. So there's already been 3 trucks selected, and now we've got 1 more to go, and that will be decided in about, say about December. That'll be decided. But this week, the first entry into the best of weekly drive, we've got Outlaw's custom Peterbilt. And this was a landslide. Well, almost a landslide. I actually thought it was going to get a lot more votes than what it did. It got 97 votes for this week. And we had Galvatron from Transformers 4 got 45, and that was in Euro Truck Simulator 2. And we had the Ford F450, which had 35 votes. Now, there was a slight little mix-up with the F450. I did say in the video that there was no trailer. Now, as of time of recording, there was no trailer. You guys have to remember that when I record a week in advance. So that trailer was released a couple of days after I'd done that video. So then I actually put in the description, when you click on show more, I did actually put in that the trailer there, so you could, if you liked it, you could have a go of it anyway. So, but this week we've got a lot of news to talk about. That's what we've got. The winner, Outlaw's Peterbilt, and I grabbed the trailer off the Steam Workshop here. Again, if you click on show more, all links that I'm using today will be in the description. You can see there that it's a bit hard to see in there, but it's actually horses running from a storm. It looks really cool. Very nicely done. A couple of little things that I did notice, but I got told that I'm just too picky by Lean. The horses on the actual long trailers, the horses are stretched. So they grabbed the original image, and instead of remaking a new image, they stretched it. And it just looks a little bit stretched and weird. And there's also a white outline around the horses as well. So, but again, that's just me being picky. If you're not as picky, then you're going to love it. Okay. Now, where are we off to today? Well, today we are going from, Prim all the way up to Tanapa. So a nice little drive, about 262 miles to get there. So nice little drive. Now, as you can see, I'm not using the Coast to Coast map, or Viva Mexico, or Canadream at this time. I did notice that they have released updates for that, and by the time I'm going to download that this afternoon, because it's my weekend, it's Sunday for me, I'm going to download this afternoon for next week, so that next week we'll actually have the updated maps in there. So my apologies, I probably should have had that in there already, but I only saw it just before I started recording. So never mind, these things happen. So, and today what are we carrying? Well, we got the reefers on, and we are carrying some fertilizer, 20 tons of fertilizer. Nice easy drive there, and should be really good. Okay, now let's start her up. And I haven't changed the engine. I kept the engine the same in there. So it's exactly the same as the actual mod review. Now, what else have I got? That's right, I'm going to jump inside now. We're going to check it out. Quickly spin that around and fix that. My track IR just doesn't want to sit right sometimes. So let me see if I can fix that now. There we go. That's a bit better. And we'll do our tug test. There we go. There's our tug test. And we'll release the brake, and away we go. And yeah, look at this. This is easily pulling it. Listen to the sounds. The sounds are so realistic in this. It's really good. I love it. I love it. Now, believe it or not, but this year, the actual, the Peterbilt 389, which is what this is based off, has not actually got into the best of weekly drive so far. So, I'm not sure why. I'm not sure why that's like that. But anyway, I'm going to see if I can find an updated version and see if that can actually compete against this, and we'll see what the differences are. That's what I'm thinking of doing. So Outlaw, I'm going to test you, mate, and see how good this is versus the original. That's what I'm going to do. Hang on, shifter. Come on, shifter. Get in. There we go. Thank you. My shifter, for some reason, went down to first gear for some reason. Don't know why. It does that every now and then. Right, so let's get into the SCS news. Now, this week was a massive week for SCS news. It was huge. It really was. Now, I'm going to quickly read a whole heap of this. Once we get down here, I'm going to take some photos. Actually, I might jump out here and take some photos because I sometimes do forget taking photos. Now, while I'm actually having a look at this, I'm going to go through the changelog because ATS and ETS2 had a patch update 132 release, and that was a very, very big release right there. So what they've actually done now, the changelog says, the changelog, not long, changelog says the trailer ownership is basically the biggest thing that they've got in here. So you can now buy and own your very own trailer in American trucks and Euro trucks, which everyone's been waiting for such a long time. I can't wait to see what's going to happen in multiplayer. I think that trailers are going to be left all over the place, and the admin's going to be banning people left, right, and center. But we just have to wait and see what happens there. Now, there is a major UI changes, as you saw, and we'll have a look at that in a few moments. It's my breakfast repeating on me, sorry. And then we have job filters redesigned, so that's interesting. What else have we got? We have some of the old trailers have been discarded and redesigned. That's both for American trucks and Euro trucks. Power airlines on AI trucks have been added. Now, that is an option. You can take that out if you have a lower end PC. We've discussed that in other videos. If you want to do it, you just go under your options, and I believe it's under there. You can actually take that out and add them if you want. Now, let's see. There is the rendering speed ups, which is great. It really is great. It's not just rendering speed ups good for not just your lower end PCs, but they're also good for higher end PCs as well. So that means that when they bring out bigger models in the game, it's gonna render it and make it a lot better graphically. Okay, so they can put in better detail and it'll work better, is basically what it is. Now, also there is option for automatic parking brake has been disabled by default. Thank goodness. That was something that I hated. I hated that thing. It just keeps, you know, going on by itself. Now, ATS only, there was some new roads added. US 550, the US 95, the US 191. California City, Clifton City was added. And the I-580 at Carson City bypass was added. They remade and redesigned a few places. So the I-5 and the I-80 interchanges have been done. And the long 53-foot trailers are forbidden in California. So that was American Truck Simulator. Now, Euro Truck Simulator, the Scania 2016 was added to the AI traffic. And now you know why I'm actually doing this, taking photos while I'm trying to read this. B-double type trailers were added. And they look really cool. Updated part of the Germany map. And they've also lighting improvements. And the speed limit in France was dropped to 80 kilometers on some roads. Boo! Boo! We don't want the lowered speed limits. We want decent speed limits. So there you go. That's my opinion on that one. You can see here is the actual change. If you've not actually had a look, if you've not noticed it yet, it has changed it into 3 major sections. 1, 2, 3 down here. And that sort of makes it... I actually think it makes it easier to understand. You just got to... If you're a long-time player like myself, you'll have a little bit of trouble adjusting at first, but once you get used to it, it's all good. So, there we go. Now, oh yeah, my transmission is fine now. Sometimes it jumps out of gear. Alright, coming onto the highway here. Once we get on the highway, we'll continue the news. But that was the bulk of it, and I really wanted to get rid of that news as fast as possible because it is a ton of information there. So, and it really, that one there would have been really hard to actually drive while reading it out. Look at that. That trailer is just following that around beautifully, isn't it? That is great. And come on, baby. Up you get. Up the hill. There we go. And the engine, I believe, I can't remember what it is. Was it a 375? So I'm using a lower end engine, like lower horsepower engine. It sort of makes it more realistic, doesn't it? I believe so anyway. Now let's see the next piece of news, which was very exciting, was the Cron trailer pack has now been made public. So for many of you Cron fans of your Cron trailer, there'd be a European thing. Not really, I don't believe we have. Is it Crone? Crone? I call it Crone. I've written down Cron for some reason. It's Crone, not Cron. I don't know. I don't believe I've seen a Crone trailer here in Australia, but I could be wrong. I could be wrong. They may have them here. Other companies we see here, not Crone. So it might be a European thing. But they're very, very popular in Europe, from what I understand, and for SCS to be able to put them into the actual game just makes it that more realistic. It really does. Now I'm going to be doing a video on that, so it's probably up already by the time you've seen this video. The Crone video is already up already, and you can have a look at that if you want to have a look at that. Unfortunately, there was a giveaway. There was a giveaway for veteran players, so you need to have now. Excuse me for being a bit rude here, but they classify veteran 100 hours or more. Now, some of us have got like 4,000 hours in the game. I've got about 1,000. So that's what I can. 1,000 or more is what I consider a veteran. But anyway, SCS have different standards. They think of it differently to what I do. But that's just my opinion, isn't it? We know what opinions are like. Opinions are like arseholes. Everyone's got them. Yes, back to the actual Crone trailer pack. They did a giveaway, and that was on Monday. So I was a little bit wrong on last week when I said they're going to be doing a giveaway, and I have a feeling it's going to be on Oregon DLCs. Well, I didn't think that they would be releasing the Crone trailer pack, because that was what they did. They did a quick giveaway, and it was for 10,000 players. I was at work when the giveaway started, so I couldn't actually complete all the tasks, so I was a bit bummed out, but never mind. I ended up buying it for $3.19 US, so I mean, that's not too bad really for a trailer pack. It's not like it's, you know, $30 or something for the trailer pack. It's only $3.19. So that's sort of, you know, a coffee really here in Australia. It's a small coffee. So I went, yeah, that's alright. So look, if you want to get it, I will put a link in the description to the Crone trailer pack. And it's only $3.19 at the moment, 20% off. So if you are thinking of getting it, now is the time to get it rather than later, because it will go up to $3.99, which will be, you know, a little bit more. Is it? I could be wrong. It might be. I think it's $3.99. I could be a little bit wrong there, but it will go up. Okay, so 20% off is what I remembered, and which is still good for starting price. You know, they take it up to a nice cheap price, which is good. All right, let's get up here and there we go. Stop and over to first. I'm going to slam it into, put the trailer brake on, and let's see if we can get up this hill without any incidents. Come on, bus. I can't see around that corner because of that damn signs in the road. Somebody go and knock that sign down for me. There we go. Yeah, there, that trailer's sort of taken over a bit of the road there, but that's alright. $195 miles to go. There we go. Now, what else do we have? We have also some more SES news, which is SES on the road at the IAA 2018. So apparently that's a big show that they have for the transport industry. There's also any sort of machinery that they have going there, and it happens every 2 years. So SES wanted to make a big splash there, so they went there with their trailer that has the 4D motion, you know, thing, cockpits, whatever it is, so they can actually, you know, show everybody, show the world what they're actually capable of doing, which is going to be really good, because they're also doing another demonstration on Oregon and Beyond the Baltic Sea for Euro Truck Simulator 2. So make sure, if you are able to check that out in Europe, then make sure you do go and see that, because that is a big event. I would love to go and see that myself. I really would. So yeah, definitely worth the trip to go and see. Now they had there, now one thing they were showing off was Chimera was added to Scania's Hall of Fame. Now, for many of you, and I'm talking about mostly my Australian brethren, guys, you wouldn't know what the Chimera is, and that's fine, because it's a European thing. But basically, the Chimera is the futuristic Scania truck, and it's been brought to it's real life sort of thing that actually works properly, and you can drive it around. It looks like a race truck, and it's basically to show you what Scania can do in the future. It also is capable of being adapted to hybrid technology, which I was briefly reading up on as well. At the moment, though, it is V8, so it is using the Scania V8 engine, so nothing environmental about that engine at all. So it's basically well, it's basically just one big pollution factory, isn't it? Right at the moment. But you know, that's all good. They can adapt it, which is pretty cool. And they'll probably do that in the future, you know, change a few things on it to make it look really cool. It already looks cool. If you haven't seen photos of this Chimera before, either Google it or go to the SES blog and check it out there. There's some nice pictures there of it coming off the truck, so it looks really, really good. Now, also the truck show with Euro, and they had there a whole heap of Euro and US trucks that were modified, so heavily modified trucks, and man, they looked really, really good. They were very impressive. So you know, again, have a look at SES's blog or their Twitter or Twitface, you know, thing, their Facebook Twitter thing. Check that out as well. You know what I mean, the Twitface thing. Yeah, you know what I mean. So, yeah, that was actually really cool to see. And I love looking at trucks. So, for me, that was great. And to go to a show like that would be absolutely awesome. One day, guys, one day I will go to a show like that, and I'll do a video of it, and I'll show you guys of what's available in the shows. So, now, the last bit of SCS news was the St. Petersburg, and this was a piece of Russia, I believe, and they're basically talking about how complicated it is to do this in the new Beyond the Baltic Sea update. That's, well, the DLC that's coming very soon. So they basically had this one area in St. Petersburg, and they had a lot of trouble scaling it down because it is, the area that you see is very large, and they had to sort of scale it down to a size that the game could manage, and also try and get as much detail in there as possible, which you can imagine is going to make it hard. So good, you know, I can't wait to see things like that. I think it's going to be really good. Now, the Western high-speed diameter was a real challenge as well. So they're also saying that the Western high-speed diameter, which I believe is like just your motorway that goes around that area, almost, from what I understand, and I'm not 100% sure because I've never ever seen it in real life, from what I understand, it's like the ring road in around London. So basically that there, they had a lot of trouble putting that into the actual game and getting it right. So sorry, we're doing an emergency stop here. There we go. I made it. I thought, oh, that road's coming up in a hurry. There we go. That's all good. So there we go. That is pretty much all of the SCS news, and it really was a lot to dull down, and I only have basically one monitor over here that I have all the notes on. I was having trouble putting the notes on this week, and I'm going, geez, Lean, I'm gonna have to dull it down. Can you help me? So she was giving me a hand to dull it down a bit, so because I just love to put everything in there. You know, because I'm sure you guys love to know about all the SCS information. I know I love telling you about it, that's for sure. It was a bit of a bummer that I did miss out on that that promotion that SCS had for the Crone trailer pack. That was a bit of a bummer, but you know, these things happen. When you work, and that's it. You gotta work, you gotta pay the bills. What else? This week I've been busy. Driving around doing deliveries and stuff like that. Now, I have actually been looking for, been approached by a couple of companies to, well, they asked me if I would work for them. So basically, that's at night time. That is the area there where the aliens turn up. So yeah, basically I'm at the moment trying to decide on which company I would like to go and work for. So which was very interesting. I'm pretty much decided. I think I've got an idea, and I've got one final interview with these guys on Monday. I did a phone interview on Friday, and on Monday I'm doing an in-person interview, and hopefully these guys will take me on. Yeah, because that's the one of choice that I want. You know how if you go for multiple jobs, you have one of choice, and you have one that you sort of, yeah, I would do that, but it's not really the one that I want to do? That's what I've got at the moment. So the one that I really want to go for they got the most up-to-date trucks. They've got, they're well taken care of. You're well paid. You know, all these good things. So that's why, you know, I really want to go for that one. The other one is my second choice. They're okay. The trucks are maintained, but they're not the most newest trucks. You know, they're old 2009 model trucks and stuff like that. So they're a bit older, where the other one has, you know, latest Western Stars, K200s, that sort of thing. So that's really what you'd be wanting to aim for, you know, the newer trucks. So, but we'll see how it goes, guys, and I'll keep you informed in the loop as to what's happening. Probably the next weekly drive, I'll let you know if I'm actually, which way I'm going to go. Because I still haven't been accepted by the one that I want yet. If I pass this interview on Monday, then I should be right. But we'll see what happens. See what happens. But other than that, it's been a quiet week this week. Just trying to show you here that trailer. You can see it looks really cool, especially on this the Peterbilt. Look at that. That is very nice Peterbilt. And it sounds good, it drives well, it really is worthy of the, you know, weekly drive. And these new ownable trailers too, I love them. I love them. I do actually have a photo which I've put in social media today, like Twitface, where I had a triple, but it wasn't a triple. And it was basically two trailers humping each other, and it looked really weird. For some reason, the second trailer had spawned a third trailer, and it looked like it was humping the second trailer. So it was really weird. So I'm gonna put that on Facebook and Twitter, guys. So make sure you have a look at that and have a good old laugh, because it was pretty funny when I saw it this morning. I don't know how that did that, but I'm going to try to save that and maybe bring it out on a multiplayer or something one day. That'd be funny. Hey, I was wondering, have any of you had 100% damage on your trailer yet? And if so, what happens? What happens? Is your trailer not able to be picked up by your truck, or can you not drive with it, or what happens? Does it just lock up, the wheels lock up, and that's it? I'm quite curious to find out exactly what happens with the trailer. Let me just jump inside here and we'll just go around these corners, and there's our destination just around the corner there. 16 miles to go. Nice and easy. And here we go. Gotta stop. Now, it's clear that way. I can't see past that mirror. Get out of the road, mirror. There we go. I'm going. And away we go. This is so nice to drive. I love this truck. It's very, very nice. If you haven't had a try of it, guys, I really do suggest that you do have a go and check it out. I mean, all the really cool stuff that it comes with is just great. I mean, look at the steering wheel, for example. That is an awesome steering wheel. I wouldn't want to use it in real life. It would be a pain in the ass, but it looks great. It looks really good. I'll be more inclined to use the more practical steering wheels, like the SCI steering wheels, you know, in real life. And around we go. And there's our destination, guys. So we made it here, all in one piece. Any damage? No damage at all. Just 1% damage, which will be from tire wear. That's all, nothing exciting. Now I'm hoping that I've got a nice clear entry point here to back the trailer, or to put the trailer in. And that I don't have to actually have, you know, back it back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. That'd be annoying. Alright, swing it round. And is that going to follow nicely? It looks like it will. Just go a little bit forward, a little bit more. Is that going to let us put it in there? Oh, maybe not, eh? Maybe I've missed it. Oh no, still haven't gone quite enough. There we go. I thought I'd gone close enough, but I didn't. Alright, trailer brake on. There we go. Put the truck brake on as well. And let's do an unload. So enter on the keyboard and there we go. 26,000. Thank you very much. And there we go. That is our delivery done. Oh, there we go. It spun us around. I thought it spazzed out then. Well, guys, look, that is this week's weekly drive. Remember, all links that we did use today are in the description. So we have the Outlaw's custom Peterbilt, and congratulations to Outlaw for winning this week's weekly drive. We also have that trailer skin in the background there. Now, I'm going to see, maybe I'm going to see if I can do one for Junior Senior Gaming as well to match the Junior Senior Gaming skin for the trucks. So I'll see what I can do. I'm actually thinking about changing that skin. So I've got the skin for all of the actual trucks. So I don't know. I'm thinking about changing it, but we might see. We'll just see what happens. But anyway, guys, look, that is pretty much it for this week's weekly drive. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm going to... Oh, truck just made, all let out the air then. I'm going to go, do some more loads, I think, and have some more fun with this truck. But don't forget, this week we are doing some more mod reviews, so make sure you tune in for those. I'm pretty sure this week you're going to be really torn between which one do I vote for. Oh no, which one? Is it going to be this? Is it going to be that? Oh geez, which one do I vote for? That's pretty much how it's going to be. That's going to be you, and that's what you're going to be doing this week when we come to the mod reviews, because it's going to be good. It really is. It's going to be good. But for now, that's pretty much it. Thank you very much for watching. And if you like this video, then don't forget to punch that like button in the ass. And if this is the first time you've seen Junior Senior Gaming, then make sure you head on over to the Junior Senior Gaming channel on YouTube and check it out. And while you're there, why don't you hit that subscribe button? But until next time, don't forget to keep the shiny side up and the greasy side down, and I'm 1010 on the side. And remember, game on.